The Pima County Sheriff's race, incumbent Chris Nanos will be facing challenger Heather Lappin after winning the Republican primary race with about 45% of the votes cast. KGUN9's Madison Thomas shares more about her background and her plans if elected to the 4-year term.
After an almost 20-year career in law enforcement, Heather Lappin says she is running to make a difference in her community.
I've just been able to observe some troubling voids in leadership that I felt like I could fill in a better manner than what they're being filled right now.
Lappin stresses the importance of leadership in the role, saying she would implement servant-based and people-first leadership.
We look at policy and we look at what people are, how things are going, but what really impacts the community is morale, the culture, the philosophy of the department.
After facing staffing shortages and Sheriff Chris Nanos saying the department paid almost $9 million in overtime in 2022, $7 to $8 million more than budgeted, the department has recently graduated 39 new deputies and say they're now almost fully staffed. Lappin says her priority is retention when it comes to addressing staffing in the department.
And I think it's important to raise the standards, increase the level of training that our department members are getting, and then really focus on career development in the jail, on the streets, in our dispatch center, in our communications center.
When it comes to addressing crime in the county, Lappin says she wants to work with outside agencies and highlighted training again.
You put the staffing back in patrol, you give the directed patrol units a new mission, which is quality of life for businesses and residents, and you are focused on the fentanyl issue. You are focused on the opioid crisis. You are focused on the unhoused and helping them get resources, right? We train them how to get resources, and then we also require them to follow the law.
In addressing conditions at the Pima County Jail, she says current issues are employee development and staffing, which impacts the inmates.
They're there as a punishment, not as a torture. Right? So we need to make sure that we are taking care of the people inside the Pima County Adult Detention Center to the best of our ability so that they leave us wanting to be better, wanting to not commit crimes again.
She says she will fully support whatever the recommendation is in regard to the jail.
The Board of Supervisors, the funding, all that has to happen before the sheriff has anything to do with it to begin with. Do we need a new jail? We probably do.
Madison Thomas, KGUN9.